So it's Saturday evening, a little bit before 5, and you're coming with me onto the dock behind our house on Otter Creek. So this is all Nature Conservancy property, which means it cannot be built on. And the direction we're facing now is the way towards Mamaroneck Harbor, and Long Island Sound is just beyond all those trees. And I'm now going to scoop up, some water at high tide into this container. I'm going to go to the fill line, just so you can see there's the Secchi disc. Let's see if I can do this, without falling in. So here's the container. I'm going to scoop up some water. It's a little bit more than I need. There's the fill line. I'm going to dump out a little bit. That looks like it's about at the fill line. Here we go. Just so you can see what it looks like when it was first scooped. Maybe you hear the ducks out there. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. So here we are Saturday morning, and I'm coming out to collect some low tide samples, a low tide sample, and you may notice that this is going to present a little problem for me because here's the end of the dock. There's low tide, and it's not even full low tide. We've got another, it's a little after 10. We've got 2.5 hours to go before we're at full low tide. And I have to walk the mud flats. So I'm going to do my best to record this. I will set my iPad out on the end of the dock. But the problem, so you may laugh as this gets recorded, the problem is that it's not been unusual for people to walk in the mud and have a shoe get stuck there. So we'll see what happens. All right. Wahoo! I may have to abort. We'll see. All in the name of science for my third graders. Whoop. Not gonna work. Abort mission. We'll see if I actually show you this. Depends how humiliated I am. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my neighbors where I might have less mud to walk in. Okay, so I've come down 2 houses from my house to a spot where I think I might be able to collect some water from low high tide. Right. Where's my boots? Here's my boots. There's the water. Now you may be wondering why I'm not getting that water. Well, I think you saw from the earlier video, I'll sink before I get to that water. But this water right here was actually covered by high tide when it was high tide, because the tide comes all the way up to where the grass is. So we'll see if I can negotiate the iPad in one hand, the cup in the other, and no further sinking than I already am. Let's see if we can get as much as I can up into the line. I think that's the best we're going to do, but look at that. Low tide water collection. All right, now I'm going to put this down and turn off the camera so I can use all my hands to balance and all my body to balance and not have to worry about the iPad.